You can't sleep? That's okay. I couldn't sleep either. I was just reading. We're two insomniacs in a pod, I guess. No, that was stupid. You don't have to laugh. Don't patronize me. Lay down and I'll tell you a story. Maybe that'll help you fall asleep. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a man who had a magic nightcap that whenever he wore it, he was always very, very sleepy. Because of this, the man was always very, very sleepy, because he would never take it off for fear someone would steal it and use it for evil. Well, one day he found out that far away, somewhere else in the kingdom, there was a sad prince who, try as he might, could never, ever fall asleep. This prince was so sad because he was always so tired, but he could never get sleepy enough to fall asleep. He drank warm milk, he listened to soft music, he even tried reading, but he couldn't fall asleep. Until one day he heard about the man's magic cap, and he thought to himself that would be just the thing he needed to finally fall asleep. So he sent messengers to the man with the nightcap to ask them to bring him the cap so that he could finally fall asleep. But the messengers were evil, and they thought that if they could get the nightcap, they could put the king to sleep, so that if the king fell asleep and the prince was too tired, they could take over the kingdom and rule for themselves in the place of the king. So they took the prince's message to the man with the nightcap and set their own evil friends in hiding places along the road so they could steal his nightcap when he came past that way on his journey. They thought, surely the man will fall asleep soon if he has on the magic nightcap, and then we will steal the hat. So they laid in wait, and the man made his preparations to head to the castle and set out on his way to the prince. The evil messengers followed the man all through his walk down the road, but he never seemed to grow sleepy, and he never fell asleep, no matter how many hours and miles the man walked for. Finally, the messengers gave up. "It is lost," they said. "Somehow he can resist the magic." After 2 days, the man arrived at the castle, nightcap on, and bowed before the prince with a proud smile. But the prince simply looked at him sadly. "My good man," said the prince, "I'm afraid the nightcap will do me no good if you can be so lively while wearing it. The magic is weak in the thing." The man with the nightcap only smiled at the prince with a twinkle in his eye and said, "Well, you see, my lord, it is good. I was only too clever for the messengers you sent." The man with the nightcap removed his magic nightcap, and underneath it was a thick woolen cap that covered every inch of his head. "The magic won't work if it isn't touching my head," the man said with a smile. "But now, my prince, you need your sleep." So the man with the nightcap gave his cap to the prince, and the prince put it on, and slept like a baby for the first time in a very long time. The clever man, formerly of the magic nightcap, stood guard to make sure the prince had a sweet, peaceful sleep. The end. Do you feel any sleepier? Are you drowsy? Good, good. Close your eyes. I'm gonna try to sleep now, too. Good night, baby. Good night. I love you. Sleep tight, okay? Have sweet, peaceful dreams. Mwah.